YouTube, it's Joe here. I feel like I haven't been around for a while, but it is October of 2023. Just got this out of the mailbox. It is Retro Game Treasure time. If you're not familiar with this box or you're not a subscriber, haven't watched one of my many videos on this service, Retro Game Treasure is a monthly subscription service that you sign up for. You pay about $40 a month. They send you a random assortment of retro video games. They have several different choices. I think it goes anywhere from, like maybe like Atari, that era, up to like Xbox, OG Xbox, that era. I usually stick to cartridge-based games with this service, and that's just because I don't really care if my cartridge games are complete in box. So I get what I pay for in that sense. Like if I want to get a GameCube games, I don't want to get a GameCube game without the manual or without the case, whatever. So I find that I have better luck with cartridges. What am I getting from this box right now? I can't tell you. It's been a long time since I checked, but I think it's probably like NES, Super Nintendo, that kind of stuff. I might be doing Game Boy as well. But the great thing with this service is they have a website you can go to. You can tell them what your preferences are for the types of games you want to get. You can also tell them what you have already. You can upload your current collection to their site, and then when they add games, or when they send you games, they'll automatically add them to your collection. So it's nice for that. You can also choose not to get kids games and things like that. But with that, enough said. I've cut the tape on the box, but I have not looked inside yet. So let's do that together. So, packing material. Always nice to know your games aren't going to be destroyed when they're sent to you. Okay, so we're starting off with what feels like a Game Boy Advance game, and that game is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. So one I didn't have, kind of feels like a sports game. I don't know. Do you consider the Tony Hawk games to be sports games? Let me know in the comments. All right, so another one is a Game Boy Color game, and that is Yu-Gi-Oh! Something or other. So I do have a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh! games, or Yu-Gi-Oh! Sorry if I said it wrong. This one's Dark Duel Stories. Sorry, my eyes aren't that great, so it's kind of hard to see. I haven't really played any of them though, and I'm not a Yu-Gi-Oh! fan, so you'll have to let me know if that one's any good. I will definitely check these out. I always do at least give each game a few minutes, mostly just to make sure that they actually work. More often than not, they do. I've only had that problem like one time, and believe me, I know how to clean games, I know how to take games apart and everything, but I have had it one time where the game just would not play no matter what I did. And I shouldn't have to fix the games they send me, right? They should just work out of the box. Anyway, next one's a pretty good one, and that is for Super Nintendo, Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Conquest. So, as far as quality with the box goes, I would rate this, on the high end. It's not common to get kind of these, first party games or, more popular, more expensive games. But it's pretty cool to see that one in there. And I think I have maybe 1 and 3. I don't know. I have at least one of the Donkey Kong Country games, but either this one's not in my list on their website, or I don't have it. So now I do, one way or another. All right, and with that, that is the entire contents of the box. Let's do a quick recap. So only 3 games this month, and that's probably because of this one. I don't know what this is currently going for on price charting, but it's probably 20-ish, somewhere in there. Could be wrong. But that was the last one we got, was Diddy's Conquest, Donkey Kong Country 2 for Super Nintendo. And then we had that Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 for Game Boy Advance. And the Yu-Gi-Oh! Game for Game Boy Color. So what do I think about that? I'm pretty happy with Donkey Kong Country. you know, I'd have to check and see if the total value is approaching the $40 mark. I always like to say that I don't really care about that unless it's just really insanely bad, like they send you 3 copies of Silent Service or something, which they don't. But, you know, as long as it's kind of in the ballpark, you know, 50%-ish or more, I'm pretty happy with it. I do this service for the fun of getting the box and finding out what's inside. And then I can make these videos and entertain people with it. That's really the only reason I do it. So overall, you know, relatively happy with what I got. But if you liked what you saw, let me know in the comments. If there's, you know, if you have experience playing any of these games, let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. And if you want to see more videos like this, I do one every month on my channel. Thanks.